Wow, wow. It is Father's Day. We are celebrating. Good evening and welcome to EBN TV. And this is your host, Jeff Kimayu and Carolyne Muthoni. So this is the Spheres of Life coming live to you from Nairobi. And this is where we make sure that we talk, we engage, we make sure there is transparency, there is objectivity, and there is sanity in all issues that we handle here. We make sure that we talk every issue that disturbs and brings hardness in your life and challenges that are to handle. So today we are very happy to have you, and we know that your day has been great, your week has been great too. As we promised last week, we are here tonight to have a great show, and this is part 2 of the singing vessel. So we are getting to know our social media handles from Carolyne.
Good evening, my dear viewers. Welcome to EBN TV, our program being Spheres of Life. We are happy to have you, as you are happy to have us on your television screens. Welcome again. So you can interact with us on our social media platforms. That's on YouTube, The Legend Productions, and also in Instagram and Facebook, Jeff Somba the Legend. If you have any questions to ask on the sinking vessels, you can go ahead, and your questions will be answered to you by our guest today. Thank you.
Get to engage with us through the social media handles already given to you. And we are celebrating Father's Day, as I've said. Carol.
Yes.
Can you wish two fathers two people happy Father's Day?
First of all, I'd like to wish my dad at home a happy Father's Day. You've been an incredible father to me and my siblings, and also to all fathers who are watching us today and have been responsible to take care of their kids. Happy Father's Day. That's
great. And our viewers and audience, we are happy to announce to you that we are back on EBN TV, and we are bringing the singing vessel live to you from EBN. We have a great guest tonight, and the guest will be introducing himself. Welcome to EBN TV.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bwana Jeff and Muthoni. It's a pleasure being here. I'm David.
Yes.
Matthew Muthengi, I'm born again. I am a community developer by profession and a preacher by calling. I'm very passionate about young people, and my desire is to see them grow holistically and to see them make impact in all spaces. Because now we are meant to be a system that complements one person, and what they do complements what the other person does. And I'm so happy to be here at EBN TV, and I can't wait to get into the topic of today and really share knowledge with as we interact.
That's
Thank
great.
you. Pleasure.
I know from the village and from the society that you're coming from, there are fathers. We are celebrating today. We are celebrating fathers. So wish of you.
I would love to wish every person, every man that is a father, a happy Father's Day. Being a father is a gift from God, actually. So we set this day to celebrate you. Happy Father's Day to everyone that is watching, our mentors, and the person in our lives that God has brought in our lives, myself. And we also wish to wish the fathers that went to be with the Lord. My father went to be with the Lord 10 years ago, 2013. And it's been a good journey. Yes. Thank you so much, and happy Father's Day.
That is great. So how was your day, David?
Wow. My day was engaging, but productive. Yes. My day.
There are some status that before we ask some questions that are not fit for you, maybe there is a status that we may want us to know where you are in. Maybe there is no ornament in one of your fingers. So
wow. I'm very single. Wow. I am not married, but when the time is right, things will fall into place.
That's very true. Sure. That question I posed because there are some things that I may not ask, and others that I'm supposed to ask, maybe in the bracket that I feel you are in. So how is youth life or youth stage?
Youthfulness is a very amazing season. I feel it is a short period, but it meant to be a very productive period. It's a period where there should be clarity, there should be purpose. Youthfulness should lay a foundation for our old age. Yeah. So
what is the clarity? What or even what are some of the issues in the youth stage that clarity is much needed?
Yes, clarity in purpose, clarity in identity, there's clarity in profession, there's clarity in your youthfulness is when you start planning of what you shall become and who your children will become, how they will become, who your wife will be, what you invest in, what you don't invest in, is where you make good, is where you choose friends at youthful stage. So that when you grow up with them and they complement what you have been doing when you were young. So I think being a young person is a privilege. It's a privilege given by God, though short, but very, very important when handled well.
So diving in our topic today, the sinking vessel, is there a point in your youth life where you felt like you're fading away? And if yes, how did you come out of it?
Well, I feel depends who is calling it the sinking vessel. My opinion is there is no sinking vessel. If there is ever a season when the ship was stable, it is now. Yes. There is no sinking vessel. The vessel is, you can call it stable or unstable, but it's not sinking. But depends with who is talking about this vessel and in which generation they are in. I feel someone who is in the age of our parents, they will feel that the youths are losing way because they want us to grow like they did. But the youths are in a different space, in a different dispensation, and they are doing all they can in that space. So I don't feel there is a time when I would say we have lost it, but we are also not complete. We need a few things, a few things to be tightened and some clarity somewhere, and that is what we are here today.
Okay. Now here on Spheres of Life, we talk about every issue affecting us in life. And the reason as to why we came up with such a topic is that yes, this is a vessel, but we had the opportunity to even add S at the end of the vessel because they are different vessels. And actually every vessel is on different waters, if I can say that. And the waters are in different in density and different depths as far as the issues that affect them are concerned. So my question comes in that if you say that we are not saying we are stable or unstable, the definition, sometimes I feel to refute because we can see outside there. The reason as to why we have this talk here is to lift someone maybe who is going through an issue outside there, outside here, and maybe they're finding no one or no solution to get through. So I know there are some who are thinking. If you want to align with my thought.
Okay.
Now talk to those who are thinking.
Well, I would love to look at different aspects in the life of a young person. You would love to look at their physical, at their social, at their economical, at their spiritual, at their cultural, psychological states. There are people physically, if we look at youths physically, there are issues that are affecting them. There is the issue of their appearance. That was not an issue before. Women didn't have to worry about how they look. These days, they have to be really concerned about how they look. Before, there was no issue whether you're big or you're sleek or you're slender. Nobody really cared about that. Right now, it's an issue.
And why is it an issue?
It's an issue because of what we have been exposed to. This is the first generation that is, we didn't grow up with social media. We are talking about millennials and generation Z. Before we go to alphas. Millennials and generation Z caught up social media in their early stages of life. And the people that now are parents have known about their social media in their old age. So they see us a lot in the social media and they take it as a concern. They think we are losing it because in the social media. But think about it. What about the alphas, this other generation that is coming up, that has grown with social media? They were exposed to social media in their youthfulness. They have sang Baby Shark when they were young. Before, we didn't used to do that. They have phones that they carry to school. They have that social media at their disposal. If we say that we are sinking now because of social media, probably, then the ship will never be stable.
Yeah, actually, it's like you thinking as I expected, because one of the reasons as to why I was to put across the issue of the sinking boat is the social media. Actually, too much of social media involvement of the youth. And as you've said, there are those people who, as they grew, they found phones. And there are those who are, as they are given birth, they are born with the phones.
Yes.
So how does that involvement, too much involvement into social media, how is it affecting young people, or how is it making young people sink?
It is giving them it is passively, or one side of the coin is good, the other side of the coin is giving them
what are the advantages of
the wrong
social
information.
media?
One very major advantage of social media is exposure. Right now you can do business online. You can employ yourself. Before there was nothing like self-employment. Right now there's self-employment in social media. There are people who are doing trading in social in online. There are people who are selling things and they're not there physically. Before, you needed to have a physical shop for you to sell. These days I don't need to walk all the way to Mombasa to do an application. I don't need to go all the way to US to have an interview. I can do the interview at the comfort of my house. There is the benefit of social media. I can do my writing. I can market myself more. I can access so many opportunities in social media. Unlike the other generation that didn't have social media. But yet again, social media has given us a different image from what is meant to be. For example, the people that appear to be beautiful in social media are framed. There is how they are framed. There is how we have wanted to be liked by people. It's another thing. If today someone unfollows me on Instagram, it will become a big issue. I think maybe my post was not okay, or I didn't look so nicely. But our parents didn't have to worry about that. So when we find affirmation from social media, that is where social media becomes destructive. Yes. That is why it becomes destructive. Or if we access information that we cannot handle, or if we do not limit our time that we spend in the social media, that is where we now develop issues with social media. But generally, social media has done us good.
So in your own understanding of digital addictions, what are some of the ways that we can counterfeit this negative side of social media?
Well, digital addiction, there is what social media is giving us. When someone goes to TikTok, for example, even the owner of TikTok explained it out, that this app was created purposely to give you short dosages of dopamine. Dopamine is a hormone that makes you feel good. So if you scroll what you don't like, it will not appear in your next time when you go to TikTok. You will only find the things that you love are the things that are given to you. So social media has taken away our social life. So we don't find joy in making networks. We don't find bonds. We seek affirmation from other people that are not close to us. If I am to have a wedding today, I will first pose it to people and they will give me congratulations. That makes me feel good. Yes, but materially they won't support. Unlike before, if I want to do a wedding, I will do a pre-wedding, go to people, talk to them, tell them, you know what, I'm getting married. They give you counsel. Online people will tell you congratulations. They will not tell you this is how you stay with a wife. These are the procedures, the protocols you have to do for you to get a marriage certificate. This is how you do. There is premarital counseling. They won't tell you that. They will just tell you congratulations and you feel good about it.
Then you proceed.
Then you proceed without caution. Yes.
Caution and precautions that you to take maybe.
Yes.
After you present your to-be spouse.
Yes.
Okay.
And that can only be found when you relate one-on-one with people. We are social beings. We are not animals. We are human beings. We are humans and we become by being. That is becoming. So we become what we experience, we become what we encounter. And if we encounter social media and its false ideology, that even the people that are giving that content in the social media, they have also to do something for them to get those likes and comments, then we lose it. Because the people posting in the social media, they are not chasing what we are looking for. They are looking for likes, they are looking for money. We are looking for information. And that is what they are not giving us, because that information is not trendy. Yes. So if we put aside the issue of our social life and come to think that we shall replace it with social media, we go wrong. We go wrong.
What is the remedy?
There is joy in social talks. There is joy in networking. There is fulfillment in having real people in your life. Not Facebook friends. Not Instagram likes. So that the day I will be depressed. I have someone to talk to.
True.
I have someone to talk to and tell you, you know what, Brother Jeff? I think I'm going through 1, 2, 3 issues. What do you think I should do? That is what we are lacking. Social network.
What if you post your issue on the social media platforms? What is the feedback?
The feedback you get there will be people that people might empathize with you, but empathy is not really the solution. Yes, you want someone that will hold your hand today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and even after you have recovered. They are there to work with you. Social media might tell you, it might take you through how to probably heal from it, but they will not be there
for you
core ground
every other time, because I think I understand the healing process is not
it's not an instant thing.
So now what is the drift now? What is the drift? No, not the drift. What is the challenge that is posed to the society and community? And society, I mean the society that we are coming from, the society, the society of friends that we are leading. What is the effect of social media as young people?
Effect on social media, the negative effect of social media is that now people are not social anymore. It is not, people are not social anymore. Yes, actually we should remove that word social from, should just be called media or something. Should not be called social. People are not social, and by socializing, people become human beings.
But you find that when you give maybe your feedback or a comment to something, someone will reply back to you. Isn't that being social?
Yes, it is being social, but we are talking about being more close. Yes,
creating bonds.
Yes, bonds. That will not create bond. Instantness does not create bonds. There is a point of intimacy and vulnerability. Intimacy is built when I allow you to see my shortcomings, my nakedness. Social media does not give us that room. Because even when you share with people your information on social media, you're afraid you might find yourself trending the following day.
Exactly.
You see. So even what we tell people on social media is limited, because that is what we are trying to hide.
You're fearing the exposure.
Yes. Being exposed out there that you are broken or you don't have or you are one or the other. But social talks, if we are friends with you, I will allow you see anything because I need help. But let's pause there. People find it hard to create social bonds because they are how do I put it? People go to seek for affirmation from others. People go to pour out their trauma to people. And they have not really sat down and evaluated the consequences of what they are going to share with people. But anybody that finds or fights fruit or finds fulfillment in sharing, one, they must agree. They must first own up the mistake. If today I'm suicidal, or if today I stole, I must first reconcile with myself that, you know what, David, you are suicidal. So I'm not just going to tell it to Muthoni so that I can speak to someone. I'm going to tell it to Muthoni, owning it up. That, you know what, I am suicidal and I need your help.
And you have to accept.
And you have to make peace with yourself first. That this is what I'm going through and I need help. Others have not really accepted. They want to come to you, Muthoni, to tell you I'm suicidal. You said, no, you're not suicidal. You're actually okay. You only need to go for a vacation.
So are there qualities of an individual that you should share your information with?
It is not. The thing is not even who you share with. The thing is who you are yourself. Because if you have made peace with yourself, it doesn't matter who you talk to. Whether they give you affirmation or they don't give you affirmation, whether they help you or they do not help you, you had made up your mind that I'm going to speak about it deliberately. And you are going to take the consequences of what comes out from that conversation. That is what we are not ready to have as youths. Yes. Before someone will go tell someone, you know what, I think my marriage is falling apart. And they will tell them, this is how you go about it. And they will not be afraid of being exposed. But nowadays, you don't go saying everything to people. You imagine 5 people now know your secrets, and they are walking around with that information in town.
We'll post it.
Yes, the next minute you know, what washafungua server and your information is everywhere.
Well, that's a great one there, and it is something, a concern that I have of fake identity on social media from the youth. Maybe there is someone we schooled with from the early ages, maybe of 1965, maybe. Now they are looking at me on Facebook. They say, okay, this someone managed to achieve it or even to prosper in life, so I want to copy them. The same time they go and maybe borrow clothes from different people and they get good photos and they post them on social media. So what is the effect of fake identity, or even these young people trying to create fake identity of themselves, actually making it in a way of comparison?
Wow. One, let me not look at the effect. Let me look at why. Why is it happening? People want to chase clothes. People want to be a thing they are not. Because they have not even made peace with themselves. They have not identified themselves who they are. I'm pretty tall. Even if today my legs got amputated, nitakuwa kiwete mrefu. People will know that this guy was tall, but in an accident somewhere,
you'll be a tall kiwete because you know yourself. You know your strength.
You know I was tall. If today someone says I am this and the other, it doesn't matter whether they come with a drum and they sing it to me the whole night. It doesn't matter who they tell to, as long as I know this is who I am. Then I don't have to compromise or doubt or even have a grinch about it. This is who I am, and it doesn't change. People are not willing to be patient with themselves. That's why you see these are young people. They are not ready to be patient with themselves. That's a problem. We want to finish school and get employment.
We rush things.
And from that employment, we think that now we have employment, we have fulfillment. Someone wants to be in their first job and they want to be a CEO. My brother,
It takes time.
it takes time. It takes time. Just thank God that you have something to do. And learn from that experience and be diligent with that thing, the little. Because eventually you're building a foundation for a bigger thing. I happen to lead a group, an ecumenical group of young people, of over 200 people in Nairobi. From different churches we meet at a space in Masi, Nairobi. It is a county under the bigger umbrella of Kubamba. I believe you've heard of Kubamba and DJ Mose and Jugush. And these are a county, it's called Enlighters County. County, we call them counties as in like the way we have cell group, like the way we have districts and divisions in other churches. So this is they are called counties. Ours is Enlighters County. And I tell them, be diligent
Yeah.
with you being a cleaner.
Yeah.
From cleaning,
Yeah.
make networks. From cleaning, do your work so well so that when there is retrenching in that company, they will say, yes, we are retrenching people, but we still need to retain that cleaner. You get? Be diligent with that and give your whole heart into it. That even God will and find joy in doing it. Even if it is not in your line, even if it is not your profession, find joy in doing it. When you find joy in doing it, you will find fulfillment in doing it. When you find fulfillment in doing it, you will manage the process that come from doing it. Unlike when you say, I am a lawyer or I am this, and this is not my area of profession.
And until what I've learned, right,
yes,
I'm educated in comes
knocking at my door, then I will make progress. You will not make progress. Yes.
Okay.
Learn how to be patient with people. Learn how to be patient with yourself. Learn decision making. Learn making bonds. Learn networking. Learn managing your own time. Learn a few other things in your little jobs. So that when you grow up, when God entrusts you with that bigger thing that you desire and admire, you will do it diligently.
Okay, so on the same, on our topic today, there is economic inequality, whereby me, Carol, maybe I'm born in a rich family and you are born in poverty, let's say. So do you think there's any, you know, people think in their own opinion, you that is born in rich or you found material wealth, you'll be more successful than a person who was born in poverty or maybe met a lot of challenges on the way. So what's your idea on this?
Well, being I would love to look at it. I pastor a very diversified congregation. My church is St. Luke's Methodist Karen. It is people assume that people that live in Karen is the elite class, and the people that you think are privileged are my congregation. And I will tell you what it cuts across. Yes, they have a upper hand in maybe better education than we did or someone else did, because they schooled in the best facilities. They didn't have to struggle walking to school. They were dropped and picked from school. They didn't go through the struggles that we went through, the many struggles we went. They have their equal share of struggles. They didn't go through the many struggles we went through. But I would love to thank God for the struggles I went through, because I will look back and say that I was, but now I am. So people that have those privileges and opportunities, they might not really value them as much as we might. Yes. And they might not push themselves more into it than we might do. So I would love to think that anybody that commits themselves to be who they want to be, they will get there. Whether they are born from a rich family or from a middle class family or from a poor family. God, the scripture says that the journey is not, the race is not for the swift and the battle is not for the strong. But time, chances is given to them all. Whatever we do with that time, whatever we do with those opportunities and our diligence with that, that is what will build us. Yes. And there is no comparison. There is no comparison for life. Everybody is living their own life and doing their own race. If you are able to buy a car at 12, glory to God for you. Thank you, congratulations, that's nice. Then drive. If I buy my car at 40, wow, thank God. I have come from very far. I will look back and give myself a hug. You made it finally. You will feel how people feel looking for parking in town at your 40. You thank God for that. There is no competition. It is your life. You will live it yourself. At the end of the day, it is just you and God. Yes.
Okay. That is great. Now, picking from Caroline, what she said, about the standards and the economy. Now, there are people who want to reach out, even to reach to the points of where maybe they see there are rich people or the elite group reaching. What are the steps that maybe this person can follow, or even because we're talking this so that someone outside there may not try to force emulating or even imitating someone forcefully. So we want to the steps in the process that are legal, yes, legal, maybe that are clean to yourself and that will not hurt you. What are the simple processes?
One, I believe the whole thing of being whatever you want to be starts in self-discovery. If you realize these are my abilities, this is what I am able to do, and this is what I have at my disposal. One person may not be having the papers, but they have a skill. They can put into practice the skill of painting, art, masonry. They might put that into use, and it gives them good money. So if you discover, realize who you are, the abilities and the strengths that God has given you, put them into good use, they will eventually pay off. They will eventually pay you off and pay you big. And it will be good money and satisfying money. Our problem with our generation, I have told you, they have not developed the art of patience. So they want quick money. They want money. They want to be equals with everybody. They want to... I believe lately you have seen something in the social media. These people, there is a group of people that are competing who has bigger cars and who has a lot of money. So one is saying, I am building a 5-bedroom in Ruiru, and the other one is saying, so that I can prove to you that I have money, I will import a new car tomorrow. And the other one is saying, meet me on Wednesday. I'll be in Mombasa to do something. The other one is saying, when I am at Broken, I go to Hill in a vacation. There is no competition with life.
Now, maybe someone is wishing or even anticipating to reach to maybe floor 10 or even staircase number 10. They are at staircase number 1. Should you be choosy or selective as far as the advances of on the kind of jobs you're getting or the kind of casual works that you're getting? Should be so selective, because now remember here, young people are building, or you are building your foundation. Should be so selective.
I would say in the discovery of who you are, then you will know what is building up to what you want to become, what you want to become. So if I am into music, an opportunity for music present itself, and an opportunity for something else present itself. If I really want to be in music, I would rather choose this music, even if it is paying me poorly, even if it is voluntary work. I would rather choose that music and develop a skill, learn something from it that will eventually help me. The whole thing is self-discovery and being patient with yourself. If you're patient with yourself and you know who you are, then you will make it. There is no other two way around about it, unless you want the quick money, wash, unless you want the quick money, this, but that will not satisfy, that will not live long.
Okay.
Yes.
Shortly, how will voluntary work create or make your portfolio?
Voluntary work will... Okay, this is what we look for. These are things that young people are looking for. They want to look for something that will give them money instantly. But I have said over and over again, it might not give you money now, but it is building you to become something into the future. Into the future. I have worked in so many other institutions into a lot of things that were not building me, but I take pride in the fact that I did those things and they have helped me become or be where I am today. And I'm not yet there. I'm still sitting under someone, learning from them, listening to them, and agreeing to be used as an example. That you see, you can do this and become this. But my present is not my end.
Yeah.
This is just a stepping stone to something bigger and greater. But above it all, I would say, after you've discovered yourself, after you have patience with yourself, then find a source, a pillar of strength. As a pastor, I would tell people, God, run to God. Anytime. When you're conflicted about a thing, tell it to God in prayer. When you are not sure, speak it to God.
Okay, that's great. We are picking you from there. Let's get to what our audience are saying.
Ken Olesaina saying, wow, amazing. Hapo kwa CEO guest made my day. I wish all the people could hear this. Then there's Bernard Otieno saying, following up from and learning, great work team. Ndanu Felista saying, Kayole tuko tuned in kabisa. Immaculate Muthoni saying, from Meru tuko ndani kabisa. Sami Munyasa saying, from Kitengela, niko ndani bila change. And then there's Dina Monia saying, following the show from Buru. Good to see you, our host and the team. Also, you can also keep on asking your questions on our social media platforms again. That's on YouTube, The Legend Productions, and Facebook and Instagram, Jeff Somba The Legend. And I would like to ask a question. Maybe an individual is there, a youth is there, and he's feeling like I'm really not into the right track, and I would really want to go back and bounce back to go into my lane. So what are the solutions to a sinking vessel maybe?
Anybody that is feeling they're not okay, anybody that is feeling maybe they are off track, one, it is good that you've really felt that you're not okay.
Yeah.
And you have already identified, I am not okay, I need to go back. When were you okay? Go back to that moment and evaluate yourself. I was okay till this moment. I was okay till I met this person. I was okay till I began this thing. Begin from there. Begin from there with a new strategy now that you have learned. Yes.
That is great. And because of time, our audience, thank you for engaging with us. Our guest has been David Mathey, community developer and a pastor at the same time. And we are getting his final word. And remember to keep engaging on us through the social media platforms that for said. And remember to talk every issue that you have. If you have a story we can feature on the Spheres of Life, you can reach out unto us. So what is your final word to you? There are a lot of people listening to you, so they want to have a stepping stone so that they can jump into the destination. So what is your final word for someone who's desperately looking for a solution?
I would say one, know who you are, so that you don't have to be swayed about by anybody that speaks anything to you. Know who you are. This is David. He is tall. He has big eyes. He has big ears. He's a community developer. He's a pastor. He's not married. He's working at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. As at now, that is who I am. Know who you are. That is the first point. The second point, develop meaningful bonds. Social networks, meaningful ones, not casual acquaintances. Do not mistake generosity with friendship. Do not mistake fellowship with friendship. Do not mistake kindness with friendship. People might be, you lend to a beggar, so you give them 20 and 30 shillings and 50 shillings on the road. Are they your friends? No, you're just kind to them. God calls you to be kind. But now, there are people, our generation has mistaken fellowship, hanging out together, kindness with friendship. That is not social bond. Get more intimate. But most importantly, have a source of strength. Know that your strength comes from God. Be patient with yourself. Be diligent with what God has given you now. And then, just set your life straight with God. Pray about it. Commit yourself to God. That's it.
Great.
My dear viewers, mine is to wish you a good night, of course. And also remember that the interaction doesn't end here. You can continue commenting, or rather asking the questions of which will be tackled maybe a time later on our social media platforms. Again, on YouTube, The Legend Productions, and on Facebook and Instagram, Jeff Somba The Legend. That's all for today. Have a good night.
Thank you, and thank you again, our audience. As we started off, we said that we shall be talking and handling issues that affect you, and indeed you've got some. It is Father's Day, so I wish happy Father's Day to all fathers around here, and there's someone special. Reverend Felix Avoy is the CEO and director of EBN TV. We are the Spheres of Life are wishing you happy Father's Day. Enjoy greatly from wherever you are. It has been the Spheres of Life, the singing vessel. Until next week, we want to wish you a prosperous week, and as you enjoy tomorrow, as you celebrate it being a holiday, take care of yourselves. Make sure that you maintain yourself. Make sure you discover yourself, and make sure that you keep your lane. I'm your host, Jeff Kimayu. Until next time, we wish you a good night.